and welcome to the V Alert. The V Alert is the Veritas Alert. The Veritas Alert is news review on the Veritas newspaper. And once again, you're welcome to the April edition. My name is Angela Ijoma Iposi.
And I'm Gloria Aibefo. The Veritas newspaper remains the official newspaper of the Catholic Archdiocese of Benin City. And on this April edition 2024, we'll be letting you in on the recent happenings within the Archdiocese and beyond.
Okay. With me here is the headline, the major headline, which states that we must be ready to be stoned for speaking the truth. Akubeze tears faithful. We must be ready to be stoned for speaking the truth. Akubeze tears faithful. The Archbishop admonished the faithful to always stand by the truth at all times, irrespective of the fact that they may suffer severe consequences for their good action. This was given during his homily at the cathedratical head at the Holy Cross Cathedral recently. More on that is on page 3 of the Veritas newspaper.
And here's another interesting headline on the front page of the Veritas newspaper. Positions in the church, not for selfish interest, political gains, says Archbishop. The Archbishop of Benin City, Most Reverend Dr. Augustine Obiora Akubeze, recently congratulated the newly elected executive members of the Laity Council in the Archdiocese of Benin City, led by the new Archdiocesan Laity President, Mr. Roland Osunde. However, the Archbishop stated that positions in the church are meant for service and not for personal or political gains. The local ordinary added by calling all on them for the collaboration for all late faithfuls in moving the laity forward, as he equally urged the new lay executive to work for the unification of all members of council. The Archbishop further commended the entire laity for the success of the just concluded laity elections. The newly elected president, Mr. Roland Osunde, together with his executive, and also thanked the past laity president, Mr. Tony Anira, and all those who worked together with him during his administration. So this story starts from the front page of the Veritas newspaper and down to page 3 of the Veritas newspaper.
Okay. Interesting one here. Pope Francis remembers Benedict XVI in New Book. He was like a father to me. Pope Francis remembers Benedict XVI in New Book. He was like a father to me. Pope Francis discourses his relationship with his predecessor, Benedict XVI, in a new book titled He Was Like a Father to Me. The pontiff said his predecessor always defended him and never interfered. You see, Gloria, what I'm happy about this, what strikes me most is that having two pope in our lifetime. I don't know if the next generation would ever have such an opportunity. But what another striking thing is the relationship that is going on. They've been able to establish. You see, they said another good turn deserves one good turn deserves another. Pope Benedict XVI Emeritus has been a father to all, and it's good to know that he's been honored while being alive. What was your take on that?
It's an interesting story.
Okay, that's an awesome one. You get that story, more on that story on page 43 of the Veritas newspaper.
Yeah, thank you, Angela.
Yes.
And on page 6, we have Holy Martyrs of Uganda, Okumu, reenact the passion, death of Jesus on Good Friday. So, as part of the activities marking the 2024 Good Friday ceremonies, members of the Catholic Youth Organization of Nigeria, CYON, of Holy Martyrs of Uganda Catholic Church, Okumu, in Igubazua Dineri, dramatized the sufferings, agony, and death of our Lord Jesus Christ during the Stations of the Cross that heralded the celebration of the Lord's Passion. During the homily, the officiating priest and the parish administrator, Reverend Father Endurance Alehe, said that Christ died for our salvation. He further went on to say that the words Good Friday comes from a Greek word which means Christ died for our salvation. Father Alehe encouraged his parishioners to embrace the cross of Christ, which he describes as the emblem of our salvation, and attend Holy Mass regularly, receive Holy Communion, and frequent the sacrament of confession, as these, according to him, are the means as Catholics of achieving heaven, for which reason Jesus Christ died for us all. So as I stated earlier, the story is on page 6 of the Veritas newspaper.
Okay, uh, with me here is Knighthood Order of St. John embark on charity visit to Trinitarian Orphanage. Knighthood Order of St. John embark on charity visit to Trinitarian Orphanage. As part of her corporal work of mercy during the 2024 Lenten season, the members of the Knights and Knighted Ladies of St. John International (KSJI) recently embarked on a charity visit to Trinitarian Orphanage within the metropolis of Benin City, where they prayed with the fatherless and motherless children, as well as offering them various gifts and relief. They made their expression of goodwill to the religion institution taking care of the orphanage. Also, the going away from there at the retreats earlier held at the St. Paul Minor Seminary in Benin City, the retreat facilitator and parish priest of Miraculous Infant Jesus Catholic Church in Benin City, Reverend Father Jude Ora, in his homily emphasized on the need for all members of the KSJI to remain humble and committed to their duty of defending the church. That is on page 16 of the Veritas newspaper.
And here's another captivating headline on page 7. How a Nigerian Catholic priest who defected from the Catholic faith was absolved, reunited to his diocese after 7 years. This is quite an interesting one,
It's a
Angela.
relief. It's good to hear such good story. We are tired of hearing bad news. This is good news. This is a good one.
So, sometime in the year 2017, a video went round depicting Father Thomas Wanchuku, a Catholic priest from the Diocese of Sokoto, who visited a Pentecostal church presided over by Pastor Obinin in Accra, Ghana. He pleaded with the pastor for his blessing. Thus, anointing oil was poured over on his head. This happened when he went for a visit in Ghana. So when he came back to Nigeria, he had stroke. Then he now wanted to settle down more in his hometown in Mbise, Imo State. Thus, the Catholic Church now, in her magnanimity, never allowed him go. So they kept checking on him, giving close contact on his health and how he was faring, ensuring that he was still okay. So as time he got better, and then he felt very remorseful for his action, and he regretted it, that it was a painful one for him to have let the Catholic Church faith just go. Then he asked for apology and forgiveness, thus, and pleaded that he wanted to be admitted back into the priesthood in the church. So the bishop heeded to his call, and thus he was sent down to Benedict Monastery, Ewu, for a month's retreat. Then after that month's retreat, he was the priest over there, Ewu Monastery, sent down letter to his diocese, that's Diocese of Sokoto, of how well he was behaved. And recently, during the Mass of Chrism, which celebrates his sacred priesthood, he was given an opportunity to offer his reserved apology to the Holy Father, Pope Francis, through his bishop, Most Reverend Matthew Hassan Kuka, the priest, religious, and the laity of the Diocese of Sokoto. Thus, in Kuka's statement, he thanked God for the return of the prodigal son, that is Reverend Father Thomas Owanchukwu, Angela, this is quite an interesting
You know,
one.
to err is human, to forgive is divine.
Yeah,
That's
you
good.
know,
That's good.
as it's usually said now, he's a priest and a priest forever in the land of Melchizedek.
Melchizedek.
So we say congratulations to the Diocese of Sokoto and congratulations also to Reverend Father Thomas Owanchukwu. Please let us continue to remember to pray for him.
In our prayers, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Away from there, we have values from seminary formation responsible for my achievements. That's on the interview section of the Veritas newspaper. We have values from seminary formation responsible for my achievements. That is on Very Reverend Father Dr. Oyenofo. This is an interview where he was featured. The clergy is the chancellor of the Archdiocese of Benin City and erstwhile administrator of the St. Philomena Catholic Hospital, Benin City, is also the parish priest of St. James the Greater Catholic Church in Edo State. He had, during his anniversary last year, he celebrated 25 years anniversary, and you were there.
I was.
And how was the 25 years?
It was splendid, a big celebration. You know, every persons came from, they came down to celebrate our own. And, you know, Father Mike is the one that is like, he doesn't joke when it comes to working for the Archdiocese and the parishioners of his parish and even Benin in general. Yeah, that's so Benin City in general.
Okay. Okay, that's you see what strikes me is how these priests 25 years, but when you see them, it looks as if they were just newly ordained. When I met Father Oyenefo, I was like 25 years already. How do you see?
26 this year.
Okay, 26. Okay. Okay, the priest, the clergy, a cerebral Catholic priest. In the interview, he narrated his foray into the seminary and other fields of endeavor. He spoke more on how he multitasked, juggling between one assignment to another. Okay, and then he also spoke about his higher pursuits, educational pursuits, and successes in his assignments, among others. To get more on this interview by Reverend Father Dr. Michael Sezua Oyenafo, kindly go to the page 36 of the Veritas newspaper.
And still on above the masthead, we have 2024 Cathedraticum. Akubezi commends faithful across 3 deaneries for their generosity in spite of economic hardship. This story is on page 5 of the Veritas newspaper. The 2024 Cathedraticum across the 3 deaneries of Igobazua, Abudu, and Benin City respectively offered faithful the opportunity to express their acts of generosity to the Archbishop, both in cash and in kind, towards the support of the work of evangelization across the Archdiocese of Benin City. The local ordinary stated during the homily that since his assumption of office as the chief shepherd of Benin City Archdiocese, the outcome of the Cathedraticum are targeted towards the promotion of the gospel, especially in the rural areas. The money is spent for capital projects such as the building of churches, retreats, buying of lands, and other forms of assistance for priests, parish, and institutions in the rural area. And do not forget, in case you missed out in the beautiful celebration of the Holy Mass in these 3 deaneries, our Facebook account is there, and YouTube is there for you to watch. It was live streamed by the Catholic media. We were there live and direct to follow up from the beginning of the Mass to the Thanksgiving and the presentation of Thanksgiving items too. So please go on our Facebook to watch and know how it went. It was a very interesting one.
Interesting indeed. Wrapping it up on news on the masthead is this one. I pity Protestants who disregard Mary, says Onalogo, as St. Augustine legionaries observe enclosed retreat arches. I pity Protestants who disregard Mary, says Onalugo of St. Augustine Legionaries, as St. Augustine Legionaries observe in close retreat arches. The spiritual director of Mattei Boni Council, Korea, Legion of Mary of St. Augustine Catholic Church, Benin City, Reverend Father Matthew Onalugo, OSA, has frowned at the attitude of other Christians who do not see the need of paying due honor to the Blessed Virgin Mary. He expressed his displeasure while in his spiritual reflection at the 2024 enclosed retreat of the Legion of Mary Society in the parish, which was recently put together as part of activities marking this year's Arches ceremony. He called on the importance of the Legion of Mary to, to Catholics, pointing out that through the Legion, many priests call their vocations to the priesthood. And this is wrapping it up on the front page of the newspaper.
And that's that on the front page, the headlines on the front page of the Veritas newspaper. So now we'll now move down to page 10, where we have our editorial, and it's titled Exploring the Nexus Between Banditry and Jihadism in Northern Nigeria. Exploring the nexus between banditry and jihadism in Nigeria. So this editorial, Angela, it's trying to tell us more about the banditry and jihadists, the bandits and the jihadists, and how they are now like gradually becoming independent of each one. You know, before now, bandits were more dependent on the jihadists. So now, and some of their SSCs within the northern Nigerians. And here in our editorial, we have about, they said it's about 8 communities in Benue State that have been the community members have been chased out, and they have come to dominate the land for them, render them homeless as a result of taking lives at will, kidnapping, and just doing a lot of committing heinous acts towards fellow man. And also this has also happening in Niger State, according to this editorial. And recently it was stated that in Kuruga pupils, Kuruga school, pupils were about 285 pupils were kidnapped in the school. And so many SSC, so many things have been happening. I don't know if you have anything to say regarding this editorial.
This is appalling. This is mind blowing. This displacing, sacking just about 95% of the residents in communities, almost sacking. It's as if everybody in Benin City is out, is being displaced. You can imagine how that would have been when you displace people from their ancestral home. Where would they go to? Becoming refugee in their own land. I mean, the heinous crimes being committed by these bandits is mind blowing. What is striking is how the renewed attacks. Every now and then we hear of renewed attacks, and we ask ourselves, if are these security operatives? This is a man's inhumanity to man, and this should be called. There should be more attention given to this, because Nigerians are suffering the heat. You know, Gloria, Benue State is the food basket of Nigeria. You can imagine the impact it's going to tell on you indirectly. All these things. Benue is known as the food basket of Nigeria, and most of these people predominantly they are farmers. So it means the farmers have been cut away from their farms, no more food, no more. So it's going to tell on almost every part of Nigeria. I hope the government is saying to this, and please, more proactive measures should be taken up to arrest this issue before it escalates into what they cannot be. What the international will start needing the help of international agencies to come and help us in our own country. So please, the government should come to the aid of Nigerians.
Thank you, Angela. And that's, she has rightly stated, please, we are pleading government and those in charge of the helms of affairs, please secure our lives so that at least We all know one day run away from this country. I'm looking for greener pastures. So that's that on the editorial. So please, we will now go on a commercial break.
Hello there. Do you have an upcoming event? Or would you love the services of a printing press? I know two brands you can trust. Florid System Printing Press and Catholic Social Communication Benin are your best bet to deliver top-notch services at a very affordable rate. Florid System Printing Press specializes on all kinds of printing, ranging from notebooks, jotters, calendars, magazines, flyers, banners, and much more. While Catholic Social Communication Benin offers distinct video and photo coverage services nationwide for any event, be it weddings, funerals, birthdays, conferences, and lots more. Florid System Printing Press and Catholic Social Communication Benin are located at number 30 and 34 Airport Road beside St. Paul's Catholic Church, Benin City. For bookings or business inquiries, kindly contact us on 070 4387 3298 070 4387 3298. Hello there. Do you have an upcoming event? Or would you love the services of a printing press? I know two brands you can trust. Florid System Printing Press and Catholic Social Communication Benin are your best bet to deliver top-notch services at a very affordable rate. Florid System Printing Press specializes on all kinds of printing, ranging from notebooks, jotters, calendars, magazines, flyers, banners, and much more. While Catholic Social Communication Benin offers distinct video and photo coverage services nationwide for any event, be it weddings, funerals, birthdays, conferences, and lots more. Florid System Printing Press and Catholic Social Communication Benin are located at number 30 and 34 Airport Road beside St. Paul's Catholic Church, Benin City. For bookings or business inquiries, kindly contact us on 070 4387 3298 070 4387 3298. Hello there. Do you have an upcoming event? Or would you love the services of a printing press? I know two brands you can trust. Florid System Printing Press and Catholic Social Communication Benin are your best bet to deliver top-notch services at a very affordable rate. Florid System Printing Press specializes on all kinds of printing, ranging from notebooks, jotters, calendars, magazines, flyers, banners, and much more. While Catholic Social Communication Benin offers distinct video and photo coverage services nationwide for any event, be it weddings, funerals, birthdays, conferences, and lots more. Florid System Printing Press and Catholic Social Communication Benin are located at number 30 and 34 Airport Road beside St. Paul's Catholic Church, Benin City. For bookings or business inquiries, kindly contact us on 070 4387 3298 070 4387 3298.
You're welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. So I also want you to know that just as we have news ranging from religion, sports, entertainment, politics, and so on and so forth, we also have adverts and congratulatory messages on your very own Veritas newspaper. Now on page 2, we have friends and parishioners of St. Joseph Catholic Church, where Father Uja is the parish priest, is congratulating Father Uja on his 40th birthday anniversary. So this is coming from St. Joseph. We say big congratulations on your birthday anniversary. So we now move down to page 13. Here we have a school advert from Immaculate Conception College, school, boarding school for boys only. So they have an entrance exam coming up on the 13th April 2024, time 9 a.m. So if you want your boy child to be in that school, it's for boys only. It's a Catholic school also. And you want to get to know more about the school, there's a website here, and it is www.immaculateconceptioncollege.com. So that's that on that. So we'll move to page 21 of the Veritas newspaper. Here we have scenes from the blessing of grotto and confirmation at St. John Vianney Catholic Church, Benin City. This is from the parish priest, Very Reverend Father Alfred Agbolahon. We also have on page 22 of the Veritas newspaper, Reverend Father Kennedy Ekwedigwe, CSSP, is letting us in on the Spiritan Center of Ifan Jesus Eucharistic Adoration and the recent events, the delegate that came over for a meeting and what happened there. And they also have on page 23, 45 priestly ordination anniversary of Right Reverend Monsignor Festus Osarogwe Omede. So that's that, and it's coming. Congratulatory message is coming in by from his assistant parish priest, Reverend Father Raphael Akwetie and Reverend Father Nosa Oyanahafo. And then we'll now wrap it up on that with page 24, photos from the Benin City Vinery Cathedraticum 2024. And there are more on that when it comes to the congratulatory message and the events that took place in pictures. So now Angelos will let us in on the articles and columns on the Veritas newspaper.
Okay, thank you, Gloria. Columnists welcome. Columnists are welcome to submit their column at the Veritas newspaper. If you want to be a columnist, you are welcome. We have columns on religion. We have articles on religion, children, youth, health, and other segments. You can write your details, send your details to the Veritas newspaper at gmail.com. It's scrolling on the screen, but you can still send it to Veritas newspaper at gmail.com and it will get back to us.
So thank you, Angela. Yeah. And now we'll move back to the back of the Veritas newspaper where we have the sports extra, and we have a sports analyst, our very own Oscar Edion, who's going to let us in on the recent activities on sports in globally. So Oscar, you're welcome.
Good day, Angela. Good day, Gloria.
You're welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
So I want you to let us in. Wardrum Vows Super Falcons we qualify ahead of South Africa. So please tell us that.
Actually, the match took place at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja last week. So the replay was at the Victoria Stadium in Johannesburg, South Africa, yesterday night. So it was a fierce-faced encounter. So it was a great encounter, which prevent our own Super Falcon was the good size was in the scorebook. So we qualified by 1 goal to nil, which took place at the Moshood Abiola Stadium, which is in Abuja last week. So it is a Olympic. So the South Africa were wrapping their mind that that Nigeria will not be able to beat them in their own stadium after we defeated them 1-0 in our stadium, that there's nothing we can do that they will defeat us, because they're in camp. They were in Nigeria for a good 1 week, which our players are not based in Nigeria. They're based outside the country. So for them coming, they are already camping in Nigeria. That they will defeat us. There's no matter how we play them, whatever they do. So at the end of the day, we were able to defeat them by penalty in Moshood Abiola Stadium, which we're going to Pretoria Stadium in South Africa. We were able to play a goalless draw, which qualified for the competition in Paris this year in the summer. So it was a great one. It was a great one. For the past 16 years, Nigeria have not qualified for that competition, which is very alarming. You understand? So right now, at least we are confident. At least we know that we are in the group of death, which is contained of the Brazil of this world, the France and Spain. So it's good to be there. It's a good one.
That's a good one. I think the FIFA ranking, Nigeria is third now in the FIFA ranking in Africa. Third in Africa.
Yes, that is for the male.
Okay, that's for
Yeah,
the
for the
male,
female,
okay.
we're talking about the female folks now.
Okay,
For the
yeah.
female, we are number one in Africa. There's
Yes.
nobody come near us when
Mm.
it comes to football in Africa.
Yes,
female.
I'm trying to say that both the male and female we are doing. I think they are doing well. They are
The
doing,
male are actually they are doing well.
They are
Right
doing
now,
the
we don't have
female.
a coach for the male,
For the
but we
male.
really have a coach for the female, which is the person of Randy Wardrum.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are
Yes.
doing well. We are doing well.
We are doing well,
We are
Our prayer that
Yes.
maybe one of the good representatives
as a coach.
as a coach, as a player, because you are fit enough to,
Yes.
to do that.
No comment on that. No comment on that. Anyway, thank you, Oscar, for the insights on sport
you.
and on the AFCON.
Okay.
So, and that's on the sports angle. So now we also want you to know that the Veritas newspaper is not just, we don't just produce monthly newspaper. We have other things that we do, from video coverage, live streaming, picture coverage. If you want photo album of any of your events, you have events coming up such as wedding anniversary, wedding ceremony, housewarming, burial ceremony, and so on and so forth. We just know that you can contact us, and our rates are quite affordable, and it's also negotiable, so do not be afraid. I also want to tell you that you try come early and book, so that you will not come in a tight corner. You'll not be like, we can't do your event for you because we already booked. So that's what we want to know. Please come. We need you to come and be part of the work of evangelization. And for if you guess, oh, how do people go about your live streaming? We have a Facebook that we use in live streaming, and also YouTube. On the Facebook, we have Veritas Communication Benin, Veritas Communication Benin. And also we have Catholic, on the YouTube, we have Catholic Archdiocese of Benin City Communication, Catholic Archdiocese of Benin City Communication. So that's that on that. And I'm pleading, no, look, I'm just pleading, please and please support the work of evangelization through the Catholic media. And the account details will be displayed on the screen. And also, if you want any information regarding what we do here, please, the numbers, the reach is also at the back of the Veritas newspaper and will also be displayed on the screen. Do not forget to, please. Thank you. Angela.
Okay. To wrap it up on this April edition, on this April 2024 edition of Veritas newspaper review, before we go, we say you can subscribe to all our YouTube channels and like us on all our Facebook and social media handles, which is on your screen. And from me, Angela Ijoma, Ekwosi, I say do have a blessed time ahead.
And I remain Gloria Aigbefo.
I mean, your sport analyst, Oscar Idion.
All right, it's bye for now.
Bye.